Okay. So we got the camera facing right now. And well, trying to figure out the best way to put this. All right. All right. So I don't know if it was the same for you guys, but for me, like uh the last video that I just posted, like the lip sync and the lip voice sync was way off. Well, not way off. I mean, but it was off. So I don't know if it was that way for you guys or not. Which I think that's kind of weird where you're not allowed to post more than 2 videos a day on freaking YouTube. What if I decide to post 15? Get the fuck over it, brah. Jesus. I don't care if anybody watches them. It's my freaking videos. Oh, man. I don't know. But anyways, I mean, I don't, it's not like, uh, it's not like I don't care if nobody watches them. I hope people enjoy them. I don't know if they will or not, but they are kind of all over the place. But I ended off with that one. I actually really did think that I really thought somebody might you know take my speaker or whatever out of my truck. Make sure I have my wallet and everything because I usually leave my wallet. I probably shouldn't say that. I usually leave my wallet in the truck, but I made sure I grabbed it that time. Uh, and then like I was walking up the road to her place, and I saw this truck sitting to the side, and this is gonna confirm why I was like actually thinking it could be stolen because there was a dude standing outside this guy's truck and another dude sitting in the truck, and it looked like they yeah, it looked like there was a drug deal going on right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. I'm like, all right, guys. Yeah, like I was just so blissful at this moment because like that hug, dude. It was, it was, it was freaking wonderful. Like I really, uh, I needed that hug so bad, and that making out. Oh, jeez. I know it's like ah, we'll get to that later. But it was so like I'm just like I'm happy. I'm like I'm just walking up, and these guys are watching me walk up the street. They could tell like I just got this feeling like they're like thinking like, oh, that dude was about to go get laid, and I'm just like, yeah, I guess so, and I was being nosy. I decided to be nosy, and I started staring at them, like trying to figure out what they were dealing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "You guys just dealing marijuana? What you guys doing?" And they just started looking at me like, "Dude, come on, man, just go get laid, bro. Like, you know, back out, bro." And I'm just like, "All right, jeez, just wanted to know." But yeah. So I walked. Like she was walking up the street to meet me too, and she was actually talking to these little kids and stuff. Like there was little kids out there. It was only about like 9 o'clock or something, maybe 10 o'clock at night. These little kids were outside the apartment playing in the street, and she was, just talking to them. I don't know what they were talking about, but it looks sweet. She's a sweetheart, dude. Oh my god, she's such a sweetheart. She's an asshole too, and like any sweetheart is an asshole too. You gotta be. I don't give a fuck what you say. You can't just be a fucking sweetheart all the time. You gotta act that asshole out, bro. You gotta let people know. But And sometimes you can't even let that sweetheart out in front of some people, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that, and we'll get into that later too, but uh god damn. Anyways, yeah, I'm stuck on that hug, man. That hug. Jesus. I mean, I'm sure she does hug other people like that. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, anyways, yeah, so completely stuck on that hug. But oh Jesus, she thinks that's all about sex. Ah, baby, you just don't. Ugh, you don't know what you did to me. I don't even know what you did to me, but hey. Yeah, okay, so we meet up. We walk back to her apartment. Go upstairs. Uh, I'm not gonna get too much detail about it. You know what I'm saying? It's what it was. You know, but I guess I could just let you know, like I had swimming trunks on with nothing underneath them, and I had a tank top on. So that tank top came off real fast, uh, and my swimming trunks they just fall down real fast. So I was like, you know, ready. But the thing about it was though, uh, like since I made it like a mission to help her out, kind of thing, I kind of fucked myself like really bad. Like well, in the moment, in the moment, uh, I kind of screwed myself over because in that moment, it I could have like she gave me green light to indulge in the whole experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, go for it, baby. Do what you want to do to an extent, of course. Like, there's things she doesn't do. You know what I'm saying? But she's like, yeah, she totally gave me a green light to have a good time, and like it could have been so much different than what it was had I not uh if I was just going there for sex, it would have been a lot different. But like I said, we were going to be there for her, to help her, and to really, just also for me to get away and get out and just kind of escape. And that's why, like, see, I'm writing some stuff too. Also, um, I still think I'll probably have a fake alias or whatever, or an alias as my author's name. Uh, because like there's gonna be some stuff I write in this book that people don't want revealed. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyways, like there'll be more detail in the book, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Or in the book, but not on like social media. All right, just it's not on social media, dude. Okay, don't. Your name will never be mentioned. They won't know it's you. They won't even know it's me in the book. So, just all right. But anyways, all right. So it like I'm there to be what's the word? Yeah, exactly. Uh, See, and you could probably like if we were in the same room together, you could kind of get a feel of what I'm going for, and freaking say the word. Uh, shoot. Um, jeez, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Uh, Anyways, I could have indulged in the whole sexual experience a lot more had I not made her into like a mission type thing to help her, to be there for her, to console her. Yeah, console her. That's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Um, so literally, like, I just kind of, it was fast. It was quick. I just, could have been so much longer. Like, if you knew, if, oh my God. Oh, God. And she was going to let me do that. I'm like, uh, it can happen again. Like, I don't know. Well, I do have, like, oh my goodness. I wonder, you know what I'm saying? I would like it to be, but if the universe don't bring us back together, actually, like, actually, I think where it's at right now, if divine isn't putting it into you to come back to me, kind of thing, because it already came to me. It divine's already said stuff to me, so and yeah. Oh, we'll get to that though. Uh, anyway, so like, geez, where was I going with all this? It's just because it's a sex scene, man. It's make me a little bit uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm over here thinking like, she don't want her freaking nieces to hear about this, like, and I'm trying, like, in the book, it's gonna be graphic as fuck, but my name won't be in it. Your name not gonna be in it. It's gonna be okay. I promise. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. All right, but anyways, yeah. So it was quick and fast, and it was nice. It really was. We finished up. Dude, I can't. I actually put my clothes back on, dude. I think we got dressed. Yeah, we got dressed to freaking chill and stuff. And actually, I the thing that I think really put a damper on things with sexually between me and her was after that we finished up and everything. Uh, I actually, like, I don't think I've ever told anybody what I told her. I think that was the first time I ever told like anybody that I what like uh it's like some women want to possess you, some women want to love you. Uh just like with men, like there's men that want to possess you and there's men that want to love you. And kind of sadly, the truth about that is like I'm gonna say about I'm probably going high with it, but probably about 80% man, woman just want to possess something beautiful. You know what I'm saying? They don't want somebody else to have that something beautiful. Even if like their heart's not into it, they still just want to possess it and control it. Uh yeah. But anyways, um see, I get off track again. I guess it's gonna happen. But oh yeah, that's where I was going with that. So some woman wanted to possess me. Uh it's actually somebody's mom. Like, it was really freaking weird how it happened, man. I'm not gonna go into detail about it, but some lady forced me to have sex with her. And at the time, like, she convinced me that actually, yeah, I guess like she was playing some fucking head games with me, and like I I really didn't want to have sex with the lady. You know what I'm saying? I tried talking her out of this shit, and I tried to get away like 3 times, and then the fourth time I was trying to was thinking about getting away. Like I just felt this fucking like this. Felt like she's gonna fucking send a hit team out on me if I didn't fuck her. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I should have got the fuck up anyways and left instead of stood there and fuck. But yeah, I really felt like she was letting me know that she's gonna, basically end me if I don't. And I mean, it could have been like she was gonna run her mouth off about me even, and not actually physically, but I felt like it was like uh, threatening. It felt so threatful that I'm just gonna do this and get it over with. And so yeah, that happened. You know what I'm saying? And I actually ended up telling her like, yeah, some lady forced me to have sex with her before, and she was like just such a sweetheart about it, dude. Like she just straight up said like we don't have to do anything you don't want to do, and like it changed like it just changed it, man. Like it was I and at the same time it was like well no. At that time I really felt like I needed to tell her. So I did tell her, and she was really sweetheart about it. And it it really made me feel a lot better. Like I felt like she kind of understood. So so I just climbed in bed with her, and we were just kind of laying there hanging out together. I don't even know if the TV was on at this time. It might have been. I don't think it was. Nah, it wasn't. No. But we got into conversation, started conversating and stuff, and that's when I found out she was started drinking again, and I was like, oh damn, okay. Uh, basically, she was like having like hallucinations or whatever, but really they were just thoughts in her head. You know what I'm saying? Um, basically, like her mom's was in her head, like really beating her up for being starting to drinking again. And like I didn't know any of the other stuff she had been through, so I just felt like okay, she's gone to AA. She kind of knows she has a problem with drinking already. Maybe she just feels like ashamed of herself, like that people are making her feel ashamed or whatever. I don't know. And she's uh actually I think I'm skipping a part. Hold on. We'll get back to that. But like she said her mom's like talking to her and telling it talk saying things to her. And I'm over here. I'm just like thinking to myself, well, I got a bunch of stuff going on up here too. You know what I'm saying? So you know, go ahead, talk to your mom. I'll listen. I just, you know, let's see what the hell's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I know it's just thoughts in her head. You know what I'm saying? And she's portraying it to be her mom, which it makes sense too. Though I'm not gonna go into too much detail about that. I don't think she'd mind really, but I don't have I just feel like I don't have that permission to let that out. You know, put that out there. So I'm just anyways, like it basically turns into like uh her mom's like yelling at her and shit, and telling her that she's stupid, and that hit me. That kind of struck a nerve in me, kind of thing. Like, yo, wait, stop, stop, okay. I actually called her, and this is why I call her sweetie now, is because like whoa, sweetie. Hey, sweetie, come here. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop, stop what you're doing, stop. um, come over here for a second. That's negative self talk you're doing right there. We don't need to do that, okay? Like, let's not do that. Um, and she came over and she like laid down beside me again, and then that's when I was actually thinking all that stuff. Like, she knows she has a problem, but maybe it's just because um actually when she was walking back over to me, I think she was talking about she was said something like she pretty much she was saying she wanted to be a functional drinker, you know what I'm saying? That's what her goal was. She wanted to be a functional drinker. And as she was walking closer, I was like, you know, after I was thinking like she must have been shamed into not, you know, like maybe people are making her feel ashamed for being a drinker or some shit like that. And maybe that's her reason for falling back into it, because she's only been shamed for it and not allowed to experience the rock bottom or some shit like that. I don't, this is just weird stuff that went through my head. Like, it was just something it just happened, you know? And she was pretty much saying she wanted to be a functional drinker. Do I think she could do it, kind of thing? Like, she wanted to know my opinion basically, and I'm like, I just told her, I'm like, well, my whole family is functional drinkers. Nah, they do it all the time and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't, I don't, and like at this time, I didn't know anything like about her past with drinking. So I told her basically, uh, I don't see why it's not possible, because I didn't know why it wouldn't be possible. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know why it's not possible, because I was thinking like people are just shaming her into not being a drinker. I didn't know about her past, but we'll get to that later, I guess. But so she came over, sat with me, and uh, the conversation changed. Um, I do remember what it was about, but not all of it. Like, her and I think it's the reason why she kind of fell off the wagon to begin with. Like, her friend had died. I think it was her boyfriend or something. Like, she was really close to the guy. Like, he had just died like a couple of months ago, kind of thing. And so I mean, so she was like in her head about him and being sad about that too. I just ended up telling her like, I mean, I wasn't trying to keep her from like being sad or grieving or anything, but like I actually told her like it's normal to grieve, when you lose somebody, you know what I'm saying? But also at the same time, like, do you think they really want you to cry for too long? Kind of, I mean, do you, like, seriously, like, if you were to die right now, would you want people to be sad for you, like, forever kind of thing? Or would you like them to move on with your life kind of thing? This is kind of how I look at it. Like, if I were to pass away, like, you know, grieve for a little bit, but go on with your life. Remember me every once in a while. That's all good. Yeah. So, like, I was basically saying, like, do you think he would want you to be sad, or do you think he wants you to be happy, kind of thing? Like, that you got to like remember all the happy moments that you had with him, all the good times you had with him, or whatever. And she kind of seemed to understand that. And then when she was staring off, how like you seeing me on this video, like, I'll stare off kind of like in my head kind of thing. I do that a lot. But she was doing that too. That's another thing, like, that's another way we were like, it's just thinking though, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're off and you're off, zoned off kind of thing. That's all it really is. So it's like she was doing that. And she was kind of reminiscing her good times, I felt like, anyways. And so while she was doing that, like, just out of the blue, like, I heard this, like, it was like my inner child, man. I haven't heard this fucker since I was like 7 years old. I had like so many bad things happen to me by the time I was 7 that I kind of locked him away, like, into a little cave dungeon type thing within me. Like, and I'll get to that point part too. But I think that hug she gave me gave that part of me the courage to come out and start speaking to me again. Like, I know it sounds crazy, like, but if you think about it, like, body, mind, heart, and soul kind of thing, spirit, like, all these things speak to you. I mean, if you can open your mind up enough to actually uh, see that concept, I guess is the word. There's better wording for it. Um, but like, your mind's more logical kind of thing. Your heart's more like like about love and stuff. Your soul's more like uh about this is kind of spirituality and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like divine and stuff. Your body's more about really about pleasure. Um, and it's like there's all these things in one that you think about before you put out your primary type of personality. Like, they all come together and create your primary. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, it's like this little guy come out, and all of a sudden so it's like I hear him. I hear him for the first time since I was 7 years old. And this little guy, this little guy's over here. He says, "Oh my god!" Like I'm staring at her. She's freaking just. I don't know. So she got me. She already had me. That fucking hug. She has me. She's so fucking adorable. Fucking beautiful. Just there's something about her that I this is something about her. Like I can't explain it, dude. But she got that little guy to come out of me though. Just start speaking again. So I'm looking at her like was watching her, and I'm like, okay, like she got a smile on her face. She's good deal. And then I hear this little voice in me. It's like a little kid's voice. He's like, "We're gonna get you sober." Oh god, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Oh shit. I can't do it, dude. Oh my god. Basically, I can't do it the way. Like if I'm in front of you, I could do it because I can't bring that little fucker out unless you're around, dude. God. I can try. I've. It doesn't sound the same when I do it though, and it's different when I do it to somebody else, or try to do it to somebody else, and when I do it to you, with you, when I do it with somebody else, is different than when I do it with you, because I tried to explain to somebody what happened before. Right now, I just it's not gonna come out of me right now. I'm just gonna say what I can't bring him out right now. Okay, but anyways, he said he said we're gonna get you sober, then we can be together. I'm like, I heard that in my head, dude, and I was like, what? No, seriously, it was like he was talking to me, and I was like, what? And I turned my head, and then I was in my head while you were in your head, and I was like, uh, I guess, like I'm